Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano, and I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is like sort of food fraud. If you haven't seen my foodfraudtv.com, go over and check that out. There's a lot of interesting videos on there, phone calls, and people that I call out for misleading the consumer. So I was having a conversation recently with somebody who advertises they serve organic food and real natural food and pure food. We're going over prices of things. And he was asking me a question like, what do you think I should do for pork ribs, you know? And I was like, well, you know, this is what I do and here's the price. And he's like, you know what, I think I'm just going to go to Sam's Club. I can probably get them for half the price at Sam's Club. I'm like, yeah, you can get them for half the price at Sam's Club. It's a no-brainer. I'm like, but that doesn't make sense with what you're advertising to your consumers. And, you know, and I had to like almost like shake him a little bit. I'm like, you're misleading people. You really can't do that. And, you know, I don't care if he sees the video because I had a conversation with him, you know, on it. And I said, you can't do that. I would, if you can't fit the budget for something, if the item that you're looking for is too much money, then you shouldn't be offering that item. You shouldn't be looking to cut corners. You say, okay, that item's not for my establishment, it's not for my restaurant, it's not for my food service operation. Let me look at something different that I can provide, still a natural, an organic, a free range, a pasture-raised, whatever your theme is, but I can still offer that product at the standards that I want to be able to make everything work financially and everything, where you don't have to cut corners. But, you know, there's a lot of restaurants out there that just, they don't care. A lot of farm-to-table restaurants, they don't care. They say they're farm-to-table, and they're buying commodity beef, they're buying crap products, they're buying poison sugar. I mean, it's amazing to see all the commodity crap that they buy, and they support 3 or 4 or 5 farms and in season, right? And they might get like 1 local cheese or something. And it's like these farm-to-table restaurants, people are like, oh yeah, farm-to-table, everything's from the local farm. It's not from the local farm. These restaurants drive me crazy. In my restaurant, I love to say that we're farm-to-table, but in reality, we buy a lot of things from all over the world, all over the globe, all over the US, all over New York, that come through distributors. But my main mission at my restaurant is to buy things from independently produced companies, farms, distributors. So I know that the money is going to like a real family, to a real community, not to Anheuser, InBev, Anheuser-Busch, you know, Budweiser, or Diageo, or ConAgra, or IBP, or any of these big, large national multi-conglomerate companies, or even these larger companies. I want to make sure the money goes to a real place. So I say local's great, local first. But there's a lot of items that restaurants can't buy that aren't that they need, that aren't local, like salt. We know the people who mine, who actually own the mines where the salt comes from. We know the person who owns a farm where our evaporated coconut sap comes from. We know we have so many strong connections behind our bar. We don't stock any big brands. So, you know, if I can do it, these other places can do it, right? It's just that they like to say farm to table, like to say the word organic. They like to, you know, and there's a lot of places out there that are just misleading, and it's a shame that they're doing it. You know, you need to ask, when you go to these places, you need to ask more questions. If you're not happy, you know, speak up and say something. Now, are we all perfect? I'm not 100% perfect. It's hard to be perfect. But everything I purchase, I say, what's my best choice? Okay? What is my better, my best choice? And what are the standards that I refuse to accept? Okay, the low standards of production, whatever it is it who owns the company? Is it how they're produced? What is it? What are the certain standards for each item that I'm willing to sacrifice? If you go to Whole Foods, you look on their seafood page on their website, and they'll tell you all their standards for their seafood. This is what they do. It might not be acceptable to everybody because they do have farm salmon. They do have certain things that may say, well, is this questionable? But you look on their website, and it says it has all of their standards that they abide by. So yeah, they do buy farm salmon, but they buy farm salmon that has to have X, Y, and Z. Not saying that I would support it, but this is what their mission is. This is what their standards, this is what their guidelines are. And, you know, I see a lot of restaurants out there. In the case of this one, my friend was just like, was willing just to go to Sam's Club just to buy something and save money and still advertise, well, I'm doing organic food, I'm still doing natural food, I'm still doing whatever food I'm doing, farm to table. But just willing to go to Sam's Club and just say, this is what it's going to be, you know, because I want to serve this and I can't afford the real version. So there's a lot of those chefs out there. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching this video. If you like my videos, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and definitely pass it on. And check out foodfraudtv.com if you've not been there, and tell me what you think.